Welcome to Pug TV. I'm Jadrian, and I'll be your host on our secret journey. Don't tell anybody, but we're going to be looking at the secret world. So if you came here and you were looking for Hellgate, I know I'd been planning on Hellgate, but then I wasn't planning to get the Secret World open weekend beta either. So, go figure. So that's what we'll be taking a look at, is the Secret World. And just making an adjustment with my cocoa. Brand X cocoa. Brand X cocoa. My wife says I really can't call it cocoa. She says it's more colored water. I don't put in as much chocolate into it as she would like. So she's like, you just got some mud there. It doesn't taste good. Well, anyway, you work with what you got. Alright, so anyhow, let me tell you a little bit about Secret World. So they have an open public beta weekend. That's this weekend for folks who have pre-ordered, which I did not know about until I just received an email saying, hey, you've got your open beta weekend. And I'm not sure when the next one is. I don't know if this is going to be continuous every weekend. It just so happens that my time is up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of what's going on. Now, this first beta weekend that they have is going to be doing the Templars. There's 3 factions. There's the Illuminati, Templars, Dragons. This first open beta weekend is the Templars, and we'll be adventuring in a spot called the King's Mouth. So that's what we're going to do, is take a look at character creation, make our first person, and head on into the world of the King's Mouth. I think that's what it's called. So we'll find out. So when you first boot up the game, this is what we're looking at here. I've got 3 character slots to play with. I'm assuming this would be perfect for later on when they open up the Illuminati and the Dragon. I could make an Illuminati, I could make a Dragon, I could make the Templar, just so you can see the experience from each faction. The other thing too is I don't know what character level limits they've put. Now, since this is a game where you don't have specific character levels, I don't know how far they'll let you progress in your skill system. So we'll take a look at the skill system as well. But that's what we're going to start with first, though, is character creation, and just kind of see what all is involved in that. So, yeah, I guess I just double-clicked that. There was only one server, so let's see what it looks like. And currently, I don't have anybody in the pug pen. That's sad. So I was all alone tonight. So I guess I can play whatever I want, and this is what I choose to play. Guess I'll just wait for this to load up. I always get scared when it says not responding, but usually that happens when it's just loading up some pertinent data. So I kind of like that cool little hex grid outline of the world there. So no Illuminati or Dragon, it's just the Templars, and they have a little video, so let's see what our video is.
You came to us in search of a purpose, and mark this, there is no purpose greater than ours. The world will founder without structure and discipline. It needs leadership to guide it to a new age of stability. It needs those with the will to stamp out the darkness that breeds in the cracks. We do this because we are compelled by tradition, by loyalty, by laws. Without these, we are just animals. Evil reigns over animals, corrupting and compromising, toppling empires. So our empire must be incorruptible, must be uncompromising. Our conflict must be a righteous one. Your conviction will be tested, but among us, your faith will be unshaken. Among the Templars.
Ooh. So Templars will not be a bad faction, I don't think. Kind of reminds me of, Knights of old. Then it kind of reminds me of watching like the TV show Buffy, and even though she's like in sunny California, her watchers, ancient order, all from England, that kind of stuff just kind of makes me think, oh, okay, it makes sense. They'll fit into the world. So we'll go ahead and choose Templars. That's my only option. So straight away it's got me choosing between male and female, so it just pops up with a female. Let's see here, male model, got glasses. So here I've got two options. First is going to be doing your body. Second option over here will be your outfit. So let's take a look at our body. At least here it says head. Now there's one thing though just to keep in mind. Remember, this is beta, so it's really hard to say that this is what the final is going to look like. So really all we have right here is just facial traits and hair and makeup. So I don't even see any body tweaks right now. And Obram just joined us in the pug pen. How's it going, Obram? Alright, so first we'll just kind of look at facial traits. I got these glasses in a way. Let me see if we can pull the glasses off. So right here, head accessories, let's just take that off. Alright, so right away, not super attractive. So we'll just look through the different head shapes. So kind of just normal looking people. If you played like their Age of Conan, it's a similar thing. The men weren't super attractive. They were kind of what I would say like just normal looking people. And my wife points out, you know, well, for a secret world, you would not want people that stood out. It's a secret war in a secret world, so you want people that blend in. So Overham's like, looks like a caveman. Yeah, so definitely not the most attractive people. So they will definitely fit right into waging some clandestine war. Then we have some skin color options here. So just currently just 3. You know, it's hard to say what we'll have with the finished product. Then we've got your eye colors. And in fact, you have a couple eye shapes, which I'm not. It's like so subtle. You can barely really tell it's adjusting the eyes. You have to get like really super close to see it change the eyes. And then we have some nose options. Not like a whole bunch, but you got a few there. And then we have a couple options on the lips. And then you've got some options for jaw. So initially it's a very simplistic character builder, just the face. No body options or anything yet, which I would anticipate probably would come later. And then right down here, hair and makeup we would have next. We do have some hairstyles to go through. You know, nothing super fancy. And it would be easy to see that they could add a lot more later. So we'll just take a peek here. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we've got, you know, a few options for hair color. And then if you have your facial hair, let's see here. Before I change the color of the facial hair, let's go ahead and put some facial hair on there. So, got a few there. And oh, he actually has a makeup option there. I guess if you want to go kind of a goth look, if you want to, makes me think of The Crow. If you ever watched that movie, The Crow. Let's see, if we can give him, what color can we make his skin to really make that makeup pop out, give him a real emo look. And then of course right down here we got a random button. So if all else fails, just randomize until you find something that oh, alright, well we'll go with this guy. He looks pretty normal. So that's so far just the male. Let's look at the clothing of the male, and then we'll go ahead and see what they did for the lady. So very rudimentary, currently just a head. There was no options for modifying the body. So let's go ahead and take a look at some clothing. Now we did see right here at the top of the list we got head accessories, and right away we've got 2 types of sunglasses or shades that we can put on there. Yeah, whatever kind of cruddy goggles those are. I really don't like either of those options. Then under chest we have some shirts that you can choose. And we have a few styles here. trying to read what that says. The pain train. That's what it says right there. The pain train. So he's got himself some body armor. That looks kind of like a military or private police type of jacket there. Alright, now they don't have an option for no shirt. If you notice here with the sunglasses, I can have no sunglasses. So with the shirts, there's no option for no shirt. So at least initially we have to have a shirt. So I think that's a good choice because like in Age of Conan, you have tons of people running around naked because they can. And I don't think that'd be too realistic in a game like this to just be able to run around naked. So we'll go ahead and pick the body armor. Then you have the back, which is some various types of jackets that you can equip them with. And this is choosing out your starting outfit. So, you know, make sure you pick something that you would want to stick with because I don't know how often you get clothing that you can change out. So we got a few items here. So you definitely could have normal looking or punk type looking stuff. Let's see. There you go. That kind of covers up his body armor a little bit there. Is it that one? Yeah, let's go with that one. Then we got the legs, so we have a couple different pants options. Looks kind of dirty. I don't want to look too dirty. Kind of a definitely punk rocker looking pants there. High waters, I don't know, those are kind of don't look so good. You know, so we got a couple pants options there. We'll probably go with that. Alright, and then last but not least, then you get to pick some shoes. So we got a few options for shoes. Tennis shoes, some cowboy boots. Yeah, we'll probably go with some boots. Can't really see them, but I'll know. I've got good sturdy boots on underneath this. So I'm ready for battling whatever comes my way in this modern world. At least for the gentlemen. So on the ladies, let's take a look at the ladies. Hey ladies! Let's take a look at her face. So let's close out the outfit. Alright, well, first of all, let's get rid of the glasses so we can see what she looks like underneath. Okay. So we'll start off here. We got several head shapes. Ooh. A couple of them aren't too attractive. Not too bad. Again, probably not going with like the supermodel look. Just normal looking people, which I think kind of fits in with the theme. Just modern day average people who are thrust into these unusual circumstances. So, you know, we'll go with that. Play with some skin color, 3 options like we did for the gentleman. There's a few eye shapes that you can do, but again, it's very, very subtle. You know, and like with a lot of games, people are playing, you know, from away from the avatar, looking at the back of the avatar, so you're not really going to notice the eyes. So this is kind of your preference. So just kind of pick what looks good. Choose some eye colors. I'll go with blue. Let's zoom in. Let's see what kind of nose we can give her. At least, you know, not too crazy with the nose. And we got a couple lip options there. Just kind of everyday looking people. Some different jaw shapes. Well, kind of like that one. Alright, and then we take a look here at the hair. Same setup. We got a few slider options here for hair, a couple of color choices. And again, because it's beta, I anticipate that they're going to add a lot more options. They just put something out there so folks could play it for the weekend. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go with the mohawk. I like every game I play, there's some kind of mohawk. However, I do like naughty librarian look. We can do that one. Alright, and then you got a couple choices for hair color. Yeah, kind of like that one. And no facial hair for the ladies, so. Oh, we do have some eyebrow choices. And, oh, they actually do get some makeup, though. Well, we got a few choices for makeup, so we'll probably go that one. I kind of like that one. That definitely hits the emo look for the theme, but we'll just go with that. Now I can give her some hoops. Yeah, once you're done with the face and hair, give her some hoops, give her some shades, and these are just all way too big, so we'll go with crazy hoops. And then we gotta start looking at some shirts. Let me kind of zoom out as much as I can. Let me get rid of her jacket first, that way we can actually see the shirt. Alright, so, oh, we got a little bit of a hello there. They had her hello parts covered up by little smiley faces. Alright, so there's just the basic shirt. You got your Daisy Duke shirt going on. Got another t-shirt. Some kind of workout shirt. Kind of a business. I'm not quite sure what that is. And there's your Japanese Hello Kitty shirt. That kind of makes me think of like a motorcycle jacket. And just another kind of normal looking shirt here. Then we have, of course, the different jacket styles. I don't see any option to change the colors because I kind of like that, but I don't like the color. There's this one. At least the color doesn't match even what's down here, so pretty sure that they will probably add some kind of colorizing options later. This really makes me think of like a London style. Kind of a leathery jacket. Sweat top. Yeah. So we got a few options. Not quite sure. I think I like where was it? There, no. I could have swore there was one that kind of looked like a motor. Oh, the guy had the motorcycle looking top. Oh, wait. Maybe that was her chest. And then for the back, let's see what kind of pants we can get to go with that. And that would be the next thing, is some pants. Some Daisy Dukes. Well, they got a few options there. Nothing that really stands out to me. How about just some jeans? Let's get a different shirt. So you could spend some time trying to pick out an outfit that works. Let's look at some shoes there. Tennis shoes, some different style boots. And the boots they wear under their bell bottoms. And then if nothing else, you got the old randomize button. Well, there you go. Nothing screams fighting the forces of the underworld like the Dukes of Hazzard combo. Yeah, I think it'll be nice when we actually have a few more clothing options to randomize through. We'll go with this. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, so after you've picked your oh man, I wanted to minimize it, not get rid of it. Oops, now I gotta go through, find something that looks good again. Hit the wrong button. I want something that doesn't really just stand out and scream, I'm a hooker. I want something that stands out and screams, I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, there we go. That looks very much like a Call of Cthulhu investigator style. Alright, so we'll go with that. So after you've got your face picked out, you've got your clothing picked out, next is we got to pick a name. So, let's see. I'm not very good with lady names, but so here's the thing. I'm not quite sure how the name system works as far as your first name, last name. I'm thinking the first name, last names are just kind of dressing, because the name that matters is your nickname. It has to be unique. So I haven't seen anything say that it rejects a first name, last name, so it definitely goes by the nickname, which is kind of, I mean, you know, I guess that works. So you can have all the people named Cinnamon that you want, but when it comes down to the nickname, that has to be unique. So I really don't know. And they don't have like a random name generator to help me out with, so sometimes it's just kind of like, you know, Tester001. That's my nickname. But we're going to pick something cool. Let's go. Let's do Witchblade and spell it really, really cool. That's her nickname. She's the Witchblade. And it took it. So you figure it's a nickname, so make it just as cool and crazy as you want, because they do have a normal name to back it up. So here we go. This is going to take a peeky here at Secret World as I take a sip of my Brand X flavored water. Yeah, I'll call it the cocoa. My wife might not like it, but I'll take it. Ooh, we got it 1 week ago. I think we have a little movie. You might not be able to hear it. I think I got the volume down on Twitch, so you'll just kind of have to watch it. At least it's subtitled for you. She just swallowed a firefly. That was some bug. She does not look like a happy girl. Oh. Oh. Yeah, my wife just asked, is that you? Yeah, that's me in the beginning. That's her discovering her powers. Yeah. Wonder what the neighbors are thinking. She seems to have it in hand now. But the other one was 4 days ago. So it's like getting progressively closer to today's date, so. Just keeping my wife up to date on the story here. And now she's cleaning up. So this was yesterday. So 2 days ago she learned how to juggle it. Today she had a knock at the door.
Good afternoon. Are you... From the look of things, I guess that question is moot. Bee problem? There's a lot of that going around. I represent an organization headquartered in London, a very large organization with branches across the globe and connections in every government, although we see ourselves as a silent partner. We pull strings, big strings, prime ministers, presidents, kings. Dark days are coming. The world is in turmoil and we're recruiting. Soldiers, agents, adventurers, crusaders. And we offer good terms, a fresh start, a network unlike any other, unlimited resources, a fantastic medical plan, and a way to harness and use your incredible powers. It may be a big transition, but look at it this way. This is a unique opportunity. You have been chosen. You have been granted powers beyond what most can imagine. So you can either be an outcast in a world that will never understand or accept what you've become, or you can join others like you. Take a stand against the rising darkness, and embark on a journey into the unknown, into the hidden places, into the secret world. The choice, as we're so fond of saying, is entirely yours. But know this. Your emerging powers will attract plenty of attention, and not everyone is as, as accommodating as we are. On your own, you'll be easy prey. You might not last a week. This will get you where you need to go. There are instructions inside. Use it or don't use it, it's your prerogative. You won't see me again. I trust you'll make the right decision. By the way, our organization is called the Templars. You may have heard of us. We've been around a while. Good day.
Well, that was convenient. So I swallow a fancy bee, get supernatural powers, and the Templars come and find out where I'm at, which is good because it took me a while to kind of learn how to control my powers. So to be part of a group that I might learn more, that's perfect. So now we will see where the game takes us. I like how their loading screen starts out black and white, and as it loads it adds color to the scene. I like it. And just like Age of Conan, it takes forever to load. So, yeah. Probably just my computer. I'm sure it loads much quicker for folks with newer machines, but you know, it's not terrible. Now I am running this. I did tell it to use the DirectX 11 client, and I don't know. I think I put the graphics on Ultra as well.
Sorry,
So
can't
we'll
let you
just
through
kind of
without
see how it
authorization.
performs and looks.
Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not.
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me.
Oh, hello.
Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
So from that I gather that particular lady was not a Templar, but civilian who knows about it. So we'll be on our best behavior. And of course it tells you about your standard WASD keys for movement. When I am able to, I like to use my mouse, so the mouse seems to be working. Let's see here. Right mouse button turns my person, left mouse button just rotates camera, and if you push both mice button it moves forward. So you've got your alternate movement ways. Let's see if I can program my middle mouse button to be the auto run. So let's go to controls. And this panel kind of looks like Age of Conan, so it's not different for anybody who's used to like Age of Conan. So that's nice, kind of familiar. So I got controls, auto run. It says here pause key would normally do it. I'll just click over here and middle mouse button. And it doesn't look like you can use the middle mouse button. Dang. Alright, so no, I'm not going to clear it. Alright, so that tells me probably no middle mouse button for auto run. So, okay, I'm not fighting, so I'll just use WASD for here. And then, of course, just like most games, you got some kind of waypoint marker indicator, and there's theirs. Tells me which way I gotta go. Quest tracker right over here. The layout looks pretty standard. Here's a mini map, some kind of time, menu, chat. I'm guessing that's probably like health, hit points, and status indicators. So, you know, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time looking over every element of the user interface. I'll just address them as they come up in play. Down here looks like I got stuff I can click on. So it says tutorial, you have received a new tutorial entry. Alright, there's my mission tracker. Perfect. Objectives. Alright. So we'll just keep following. Okay, goal completed. Go to the tube station. So I gotta find the prophet. And there's my little quest marker tracker. Let's see here. Can I cut through there? I gotta go outside. Okay. Well, I will say this. Just stopping right where I'm at, not going any further. The graphics are good. And it runs pretty good on my machine. My machine's a year old-ish or so, a little over a year old. So not top of the line that some people have, but it's running it. I'm not having any big problems. People look normal. Buildings are looking pretty good. Cars kind of shiny. Atmospheric. I lost my quest mark. Oh, up here on the mini-map this is kind of highlighted a little bit. So let's come up here.
To the wise. Use your self-help books. So late to start recycling, to go to raves to save the gorillas, to catch out those anansi sheds. There's a storm coming. Mundo storm. Paint your glass houses shut. You don't have to take his word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old and tired and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now and won't be here again. Sorry! I'll show you how it all goes down through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair. A voice over the speakers that you don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds.
I'm spooning.
Lights out.
Well, that can't be good. And those creatures don't look good, but at least he's got a machine gun.
Hide and show. Everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
I thought the dragons thrived on chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it.
Character
So we
keeps
fight.
changing bodies.
That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight, it's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia! Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Okay, so missions are displayed as icons beside people and items. Alright. So just looking around, you can definitely see the tendrils of evil. I keep thinking H.P. Lovecraft and kind of Cthulhu type stuff, you know, so the modern day paranormal. And as I play this, I keep thinking it reminds me of like that TV show Supernaturals, you know, just these normal guys, but the world around them is just gone to poop. Alright, so let's talk to her. So here's my first mission, Ground Zero. What on earth is going on? And that's hard to read. And who are these people? This must be a dream. Only one way to find out. So Tier 1. The situation looks and sounds like it could get intense. There's a shotgun on the ground that could come in handy. Alright, so we will accept it.
If Zuberi was here, he'd tell us this is the worst time to argue.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere.
Apparently my name is Sarah,
Sarah?
so get my gun.
Get
I'm
your
like living
gun.
somebody else's dream. I'm not Sarah. Right, red,
Open
right
the
click.
gate!
Uh-oh.
I'm trying! It's inside the electric
Was that
somehow.
her?
The
Oh
film-
no. Oh,
No.
she just got attacked.
Oh
Yeah, oh.
my god.
Oh. I got me a shotgun. Let's see here. And I've got the 2 attack
Watch
buttons
out.
there. Alright. So my number 1 key, that is definitely a shotgun burst there.
Nice shooting!
How many have they got in there?
Oh, here they
It's
come.
gone viral
So I'm
so
using
fast.
tab to target.
If this gets
I've
out
got
into Tokyo,
2 attacks.
we stop it here,
I've got
whatever
one that's kind of a burst attack,
we
which
consult
hits
the Council of
several
Venice
creatures at
first.
once, which is probably a handy thing. It's shooting bullets. I'm close that it's only hitting one. So we'll just okay, turn and let's see if I can hit both. And they're dead. Okay, well that's easy enough. So far, very standard MMO. Target somebody, shoot,
Thanks for the
use your
encouragement,
attack
Alex.
icons down below.
Let's
And they're very utilitarian icons, nothing with skulls and anything fancy. They're just kind of like Apple iPad type icons. Just burst and then just, that one says powder burn. Yeah, so won't worry too much about reading the descriptions, but
Get 'em over.
I didn't see anything else really pop up on the user interface to help with combat. Just kind of put them here, and I think they're. I didn't even really notice where the creature health was. Okay, here they come, or something. Where am I at? Okay, there's some bad guys.
Don't let it get on you. Don't even breathe in.
Target.
Reacting to us.
Oh, I just pulled. Okay, it puts the enemy down here. I got to turn around. It says.
Cancer doesn't know you're coming. It just
No line of sight. Luckily, they're not doing a whole lot of damage to me because I believe their focus is just showing me. I'm assuming this is the tutorial. Pull you into a dream world. Now you're just running a tutorial. Okay. She's
New
got a
plan.
sword.
Fight chaos with chaos. Keep the bastards
I've
at
got
a
my big
distance and take 'em
shotgun.
out.
That's your plan?
Well, it's a plan.
You've got points, Sarah. Make every shot count.
Well, I guess I lead the way.
Incoming!
Oh, there's an innocent lady, innocent people, and then bad people.
Nice
I got a new skill there. Not quite sure what that does. Let's see if I can just keep shooting multiple people at once here. Well, I'm not hitting anybody now. Okay, so I gotta zoom in and single shot them. And it looks like I'm about to die, but honestly my health hasn't gone below the 375. So I think that this is definitely a staged battle just to kind of teach you how to play. So let's see here. Here, let's just all gang up on whatever they're attacking. I gotta get close enough to attack here. Alright. Shotgun power.
We're gonna need to use some heavier powers. Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
I would like something out of
Over
the soda.
here. Listen, Sarah.
Your new ability as a consumer. You now have builder abilities which
Make
give
a
you
stand.
resources. Okay, so this one, out for a kill, consumes all shotgun resources. Alright, so we'll figure that out. Now they're going that way, but my quest says run this way. So go through the gate ahead. No problem. Oh, that's why. Some telegraphed enemy attacks can be avoided. Yeah, see, a lot of games like Terror are kind of doing that. So even this is really reminds me of the Age of Conan combat, where action oriented to a degree. You have to hit your individual skills to do your attacks. Oh, I think this is my resource here, because every time I fire it builds up. So let's shoot this big attack there and move out of the way. So it allows you to kind of move around the battlefield a little bit. You might have a person highlighted, which is like the focus of your attack, but you can still turn around and shoot somebody else. And I really enjoyed Age of Conan combat. So this is, given time, I could see how I like this, because the difference between Age of Conan and this is Age of Conan didn't have shotguns. So far I'm enjoying just shooting him at point blank with a shotgun. That's working out. So we'll go through here. Up onto the train. Oh, hello. Hi.
The cavalry has arrived.
I'm the cavalry.
Even where the filth corrupts, Gaia's power endures. Take it into yourself. Breathe it out. Will this broken body mended?
Okay, so left click on the soldier on the ground and hit my green healing. Okay.
Hurry. We have no time to
Here you go. Consider yourself healed. Alright. He's got some cool body armor and a rifle. There's my team.
Wasn't working out.
Yeah, about that. This ain't looking much better, to be honest.
Guy reminds me
Now
of
it's not the
Giles
time
from
for
Buffy.
argument.
Told you he would say that.
Here we go, back into the war zone.
Reach the next platform.
So let's just shotgun these dudes. Target is out of range. Alright. At least these things die with shotguns. What am I targeting? Okay, here. I'll help you. Let's just focus.
Well done.
Oh, here are more. Okay, well what's cool is I can run and gun. Oh boy. Darkness. So I can I kind of like that. I like being able to run and shoot. There you go. Taking a shotgun blast. Okay, you're toast. Now we'll do you. Oh. I know the big guys like to put a hurt on, so we'll build up my shotgun resources here. Big shot. Boom. Let's get out of here. Big shot. Well, they did a job on him, which is nice. Sometimes you play a game and your NPCs that are helping you didn't really actually hurt anything, so you're still left to do all the damage. But they actually almost killed that one, so... Oh,
Not stopping.
here we go
It will
again.
not stop. This is all to hold us back. Top marks for effort. Someone has to push through.
Okay.
This confusion may be all the time we have.
So it's saying go
Someone?
through the gate. So I'm going to see if I can push through, because they were just talking about someone needs to push through, and my marker's up here. So let's push through.
Look out! It's all coming down!
Yeah, triggered story event, so I was supposed to go that way. Sorry guys. I'd feel more attached to you, but I have no idea who you are. And now I am floating in space. Let's see if I can fall off. Nope, nope. Triggered story time. I'm switching back and forth now. So I was reliving Sarah's story, it looks like. She needs some Brand X cocoa, that's for sure. Alright. So if I'm waking up from the dream, I wonder if that's the end of the tutorial. So that basic tutorial just walked us through, you know, some movement for sure, that you can move and fight. They have shotguns at least, and you have attack skills just like most
You're on the edge
MMOs.
of it, and it's time to play your part, scene. Me and you, we're blood now, yeah? Templars for the win and that. Never mind. Looks like you've got some training to do before you're ready for your first kill. You want to do what your letter says. Go speak with Sonak at the Templars Gap. It's not far, you can't miss it. Honest, it's unmissable.
Unmissable. It's unmissable. Good. I would hate for it to be missable. Alright, so I've woken up from here. So now I'm looking here, Ground Zero Tier 2-2. Move around and come to your senses. I've moved around and come to my senses. Now it's automatically advanced my quest because now it changed from Ground Zero and now it says the Templars Tier 1/3. So it looks like your, I won't say all of them, but it looks like your quests can be multi-leveled, have multiple steps, which is kind of cool because I know like sometimes in you know, some games like EverQuest and whatnot, you have to go back to your quest giver to get the next part of your mission, and I just did that Ground Zero both tiers. I didn't really have to talk to anybody, they just progressed. So I'm going to see if this is kind of like that. So first it says go to Red Cross Circus. Now up here on the main screen I have the arrow, and then right up here on the mini map, it's really hard to see, but there is a little arrow pointer as well. Plus I'm going to see M is usually my key for maps, the same, so it's brought up a map of the area. Here I am, and then right there, that's my mission goal. So I just have to kind of sneak around up here. And I like this because modern day, I have a modern day looking map. Hey Don Solo, welcome. Welcome to our secret world. I was going to say marathon, but we're not giving it a marathon like I did the Guild Wars. We're just doing some Secret Wars introductory footage here. And then right there as I was running, there's my pop-up for the mini-map. Just got done explaining it. Hello. There's your European double-decker bus. So it does a good job. I mean, I definitely know I'm in a modern-day world. Nothing about this screams anything fantastic of the sort. Very much I feel like, you know, somewhere today. I'm just going to keep following my waypoint there. Goal completed. Alright, so let's check out. Alright, so I had a couple of other pop-ups. Let me move my speaker. My speaker is placed just so I can't necessarily see all these pop-ups. So here was my tutorial for the mini-map, area maps. Alright, perfect. Something you can read. Oh, Don Solo says, is this closed beta? Actually, this is the open beta, public beta for the weekend. It's an interesting question. There is a simultaneously running closed beta, which is given out to select people, you know, just like a lot of closed betas. But that one, it runs all the time, and it is under a non-disclosure agreement. This is the open public beta weekend that they have for pre-order customers, and this one did not have a non-disclosure agreement, so I'm doing the open beta. And the open beta limited us to just the Templar class, so we're looking at the Templars. Hopefully on another open beta weekend we can look at some of the other classes and stuff. Yeah, and then Don Solo says, yeah, the game looks good. Yeah, so far I'm very impressed with the graphics, so it looks good. Let's see what my other pop-up. And achievements. What game nowadays is not a game unless you have achievements? So, my gosh, though. Talk about a huge convoluted achievement system. Monsters, 237. Criminy. Alright, well, if you're an achievement hunter, congratulations. There's a huge amount of lore, looks like. On Solomon Island, there's 153 lore items to find. Globally, there's 155. Transylvania, 82. So, yeah, you've got a lot of achievements and lore to find. Alright, so we'll just kind of run up here. And I see the Templar symbol on the flag, so I'm assuming that's probably like Templar headquarters, because it says across the square to Temple Hall, so that's probably the Templars. And since I see this very difficult to miss item, let's click it. It says lore. I'm inspecting. And right down here, Templars, our wisdom flows so sweet, and it had something else, I missed it. So let's go into the Temple Hall. And okay, my little circle says it's just right around the corner here is next item.
Come in. Come in. I'm very
Yeah,
pleased
Don
you can follow
Solo
directions
says,
on the back
I like how there are a
of
lot of cars,
Use
but
the
none are
basis for
moving.
us
Yeah,
walking along
I guess nobody
phase.
drives
Of course,
anymore.
with an
We all
establishment like
walk.
this, we're practically in the yellow pages under crusade.
But you bring that up,
Richard
that
Sonnack.
would make the game right there.
So,
If
you heeded our
I mean,
call to
we're just
arms.
beta.
Questions,
It's
I can
possible they
furnish
might
you with
add
answers.
transportation. We
Some
might get cars,
To
and that
begin
would be
with,
that would
you
be very
haven't
cool.
strayed into some atrocious Dan Brown airport paperback.
That would beat
We are
having to
not
ride
the Knights
horses
Templar.
and
That
griffins
would
and
give
stuff like that, but to have like buses and cars and taxis that we can get around in. I'm just reading the subtitles. I don't mind talking over the movies because, you know, I don't want to spoil too much for you, so if I'm interrupting your movie watching, I'm not sad. You know, I don't want to ruin too much for, you know, folks later on who might want to get the game, so
We have kept the matters of
have some more of my Brand X Cocoa, and then I'm done for the night.
Until the shadows began to peel back across the globe, until these darkest of days came upon us.
Done for the night with Cocoa,
Now,
not
the
done for the night
evidence is
playing,
on
but
television
I'm out of
for
Cocoa
pretty
now,
soon.
so.
We are at war. Might will make
We're at
right,
war.
and it will
Oh.
fall upon us to judge the correct application.
Looks like someone
of
punched her in the
it
eye.
falls upon you
That was the
as a
lady we met
soldier of the
outside
Templars.
earlier.
Show me that you have the will, and we can teach you the way. Your remarkable powers can be honed and controlled, at least to less disastrous effect on property values. There is a private training area which we have reinforced for just that purpose. I'll join you presently.
Alright, so here I am, part of a secret organization, and asking people about a variety of topics, and then he also mentioned a training area. Let's see if we can just talk to people at random. Well, you can click on them. And I think these are players. I'm not going to interrupt them. They're probably reading their story. Yeah, I can't right-click them. So, hey, that's my twin almost. Alright, so there's my way marker. I'm guessing I go through the doors because it's clickable. Don Solo asks, is this one going to be like Star Wars where there's a lot of cutscenes? So far, yes. Looks like it so far. So depending on your opinion of that, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. So far I've had quite a few story cutscenes. Not like every few feet, but every person of importance I've encountered has had its own cutscene. So, well, let's take a look. Now this reminds me very much of Gentleman's Club. It reminds me of the Hunger Games. I won't give any much of that if you haven't seen the movie, but it just reminded me of the Hunger Games real quick when I saw this fancy setup and then the training area right down here. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I just had a Hunger Games flashback. So there's the Templar symbol and somebody new.
Christ almighty, we've got our work cut out for us. The Crucible is my house, and in my house, my word is law. Forget your mother's teat. From now on, this is your home. This is where you learn to stay alive. You've come here an empty slate. You have potential, that's why you were recruited, but that potential needs strict guidance. You're a loaded weapon, and if you don't learn to control yourself and channel your powers, you'll end up hurting yourself or others. You have the ability to manifest anima, your life force in the physical world, to enhance your strength, your physical attributes, to do magic. Martial magic, none of that fairy stuff. Whatever trinket you hold in your hand is merely a way to direct your powers. We don't do magic wands here. Through your weapon, you channel and wield your magic. And never mind why this power has been awakened in you. You're not the only one, and you're not the chosen one. You're part of an army. Our army. And from now on, you'll do what you're told. It's the way of the Templars. Consider this your
I was hoping I would be the chosen one. I guess I'm not Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
But is close enough. We have a choice of weapons for you to practice with.
I want the
Try as
dynamite.
many as you wish. When we're done, you
Just
get
run
to
around with
pick
sticks of dynamite.
You want to make sure you're comfortable with your weapon. It'll be the only thing between you and a trip to the graveyard. Those things are called Rakshasa, the basic hellhounds. We keep them chained. They used to make such a mess of the new recruits. Use them for target practice. Don't worry, they don't feel a thing, and they're unworthy of mercy.
Ew.
Spend your time in the Crucible well. There's no point rushing things. Out there, the demons aren't chained up, and you don't have me around to save your sorry ass. Go on, get started. I'll offer some guidance along the way.
Yeah, that guy very much had a drill sergeant feel. Don Solo says, wish they didn't cancel the Buffy MMO. I didn't even know they were making a Buffy MMO. Or if I did, I forgot that they were. A Buffy MMO. So far, this feels like it would be it. If there was going to be a Buffy MMO, this is probably it right here. The key difference is you don't get to play as Buffy, and it's not called Buffy, but it has kind of that feel so far. Secret organizations, the supernatural, occult, and stuff like that. This kind of has a feel of the Buffy. Okay, so here we've got assault rifles, pistols, shotguns. These aren't pick-upable. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted dynamite or a sniper rifle would have been good. Over here, there's something called Blood Focus, Chaos Focus, Elemental Focus, and I thought I had seen, yep. And then we have Knuckle, Spikes, Hammer, Blade. All right, so it looks like you have your choice of, you know, some type of gun, some type of magic, or some type of up-close melee. So what we'll do is, first of all, let's take a look at assault rifle. So just like everything else, the missions and whatnot, to interact, you got to click the little icon next to it, and then that gives me a mission. So assault rifle, I accept it, and it'll teach me a little bit about assault rifles. So yeah, I accept, and then I can pick up an assault rifle. Now, if you've seen me play some games before, I like guns, so we'll take a look at guns here. So now it says press I to open inventory and right click on the items to equip them. Alright, so this will be an opportunity to take a look at some other user interface options. Oh, we've got Kaigen just has stepped in. Welcome. Alright. Very, very Spartan as far as your character sheet and your inventory. Nothing super fancy. If you hover, then it tells you a little bit about the items. So these are talismans. Kaigen says, hello, good sir. Well, hello, and welcome to the secret world. Hopefully you will learn a little something about this if you were curious about it. Bone. So these are like all talismans, and I'm looking down here. You have major talismans, minor talismans. So not quite your typical inventory character setup. A lot of times when you play like EverQuest or World of Warcraft, you're looking at like a helmet slot, you're looking at your arms, your feet, your legs, and here we don't have that. It looks like they want your items hidden. So again, to me it feels like keeping with that concept of a secret war, secret world. You know, you don't want people to know necessarily that you're a Templar warrior. So all of your stuff are things that you could wear and hide and conceal. You know, so right click to equip it, and then they just go into their appropriate slots. And ashes. It says a head talisman. I guess I spread ashes on my head somewhere. And then finally there's the rifle we just picked up. So now she is equipped, and here it looks like I got 2 weapon slots. So probably your assault rifle might be like two-handed, but with pistols, you know, I don't know if they'll let me do. I see 2 pistols, so I don't know if that means I get to have like maybe 2 pistols. We'll take a look at some of these other items. Now here though, under the character sheet, you have an option for titles. I don't have a title yet. There's my Templar symbol. Then I can look at, I have character statistics. Okay, so if you open up your character sheet, there is quite a few bit more information you can find. So there's statistics. I don't have faction rank to look at yet. I've got gear management. I don't see anything here telling me what I would need to do. And then there's a dressing room. Let's see here, back. Alright, so it looks like I can look at the different clothing that I have. I only have 1 item in each category. You know, it's a new person. But the way that there's room, I'm guessing if you have multiple items of clothing, you can then just select what you want to wear, kind of mix and match your clothing. And that's cool. I like that. Because your characters in the real world, you know, we wear different clothing, we mix and match throughout our life. So that's kind of neat. I know you might say, well, it's a video game, but it's a game based in the real world. So to kind of have some realistic features, that's kind of neat. So I can change up my clothing. And Anarwin came and left. I was going to say welcome, but came and left. Now I got check marks here, so I'm wondering if maybe we can take things off. No, it doesn't look like it. Feet. Alright, so for now though, she's wearing what she's wearing, and that's what we got. Alright, so that's my character sheet. That was inventory. Alright, let's shoot some stuff. So okay, so tab targeting works, or clicking on a person works. And once you get close enough, it looks like your appropriate skill highlights. Let's see something real quick. I do not believe that this auto moves you to an appropriate distance like some games. Nope, just tells me I'm out of range. So we'll just move up a little bit. Now my skill is properly highlighted. I'm at a good distance, and I'll tap it. And now I'm shooting. Now let's see how far I can zoom in. Not quite a first-person experience, but I am kind of shooting a burst. Now as I shot, alright, so a couple things very similar for some of their weapons. Some weapons you build what's called a resource. So as I was firing my first icon skill there, the safety off, I was building a resource for the machine gun. This item here becomes highlightable after I've built up resources, because it will consume those resources. And the more resources you have, the stronger the attack will be when you use it. And this says it's a some kind of area of effect. So let's just see what happens when I hit it. It says it affects up to 5 enemies in a 5-meter radius around your target. So a 5-meter radius around the target. So if I shoot it, oh, my resources went away. Okay, so if you stand around explaining stuff too long, your resources disappear. So I built up a couple here, but let's just see what 2 do.
Ability points are used to purchase the abilities that determine how a character fires.
And then I get a movie.
The ability wheel can be opened by pushing N. Abilities come in 2 varieties, active and passive. Actives are the abilities on the hotbar, which are activated during combat. Passives, once equipped, are not activated. Instead, they provide the player with a variety of effects, from modifying actives to cause additional damage.
Not a big fan of the
to
movies
providing the
here.
player with immunities and buffs.
I'll open it up and show you. Alright. I'll show you the skill wheel. I prefer showing and explaining versus watching their little movie. So, Don Solo asks, does this have a monthly fee? Yes, it does. This, when it released, well, as of right now, yes, it does have a monthly fee. And I think the last time I read it was going to be the standard, like $15 a month, in addition to a cash shop. So this will have the monthly fee plus the cash shop. What exactly is in the cash shop, I don't know, because I don't think that they've opened it up for us to look at yet. So monthly fee and cash shop. Now it says here to look at your skill wheel. Alright, let's talk about this a little bit. In this game, you do not have character levels. So as you're gaining experience, what you're actually doing is unlocking skill points and something that they call anima points. And that's what this is, anima. Anima is the focus of your paranormal powers through what they call a focus, or your item. And that's what she's picked up, is the rifle. That is her focus for her magic. Then, like the other items that they had laying around, the pistols and the hammers and stuff like that, that's how she can focus her anima to do special attacks. So for example, up here with the assault rifle, I've got a couple points here to look at. I can spend my anima points to open up more powerful engage of skills, if you will, or I can work on support. And then once I have enough points here spent, I would then unlock assault rifles, which is a cluster which then has additional skills that you can unlock. And then under the sub branch of range, there's pistols and shotguns. Then under magic, there's elementalism, chaos, blood magic. And pretty much that's how this wheel works. You don't have to worry about becoming level 100. You just simply go out, adventure, hunt, kill, fight, and then unlock skills that you feel like using. So that's a really cool advantage to this. Your one character can theoretically learn how to do everything in the game. You just have to buy the appropriate focus, and then you can start using that particular attack. So if you want to learn how to use pistols, buy a pistol, and then you can start spending your anima points in pistol. Then Don Solo says, so what are the little green ones in between? This says miscellaneous, and it's locked. So unfortunately, I have not had an opportunity to look at those yet. So what we'll have to do is play enough that I can unlock one of these miscellaneous ones. And that's as far, you know, as much as I do at this point. It says miscellaneous and it's locked. So hopefully we can get something opened up this weekend. I do have 2 anima points to spend, and I have 4 out of a grand total of 525 abilities I can learn. So this, I like the idea. I don't know how I'll like it in practice after playing it for a while, but that's kind of cool knowing that you can get up to 525 abilities. So you could make a very well-rounded character. So you should never have to feel like you have to make a bunch of alts in order to play all the different types. You know, I don't have to make a ranged person, I don't have to make a melee person, and I don't have to make a magic person. This one character can do it all. That gives you a lot of replayability. At least that's how I see it on the outset. Now here on the outside, I do got some panels that it looks like I can open. First, let's take a look here. You can have your equipped actives and equipped passives. It looks like I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 equipped active skills and 7 equipped passives. And this is what I have currently, so we'll just minimize that. Over here it says an ability search. What is that? Oh, well, they have a nice search for you to use to look up different abilities that you could unlock. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because out of 525 abilities, there's a lot of abilities I could look up and research. But this is an excellent tool for people who want to figure out how to develop their character. Alright, so let's close that. Cell panel. Okay, that's a sword. Delicate strike. That really didn't tell me a whole lot. Dex. What is the drop down? Let's see. Oh, looky. Oh, look. Alright. See, I'm pretty quick. Alright, since I'm a Templar, check this out. Because you've got these 525 abilities, you might not know where to put your points. That could be very overwhelming. So here they have suggested templates. That is very cool. So in a game that has a whole bunch of stuff, they give you something to kind of help you decide what you want to do. So if you wanted to be a soldier, they recommend that you take some pistol and rifle skills, some suggested passive abilities to have, and then right up here, look, it tells you where they suggest spending some of your anima points as you progress. If soldier wasn't appealing to me, but I said witch hunter sounds cool, then I would want hammer and sword, and then I would put my points not in assault rifle, but I would put them over here in blades and hammers. Now this one here is highlighted, so maybe that's a priority, like spend points here first. If I wanted to be some kind of magic user, I could be a warlock, and a warlock is going to have some points in hammer and some points in chaos. So that's cool. Very cool. Look, they even have paladins. So even in the modern world, I see this and I look and automatically makes me think Highlander. So I can have a Highlander character. Alright, so there's your paladin. Let's take a peek though before I decide on a character build. Let's take a look at some more of the weapon systems. So there you go, there's your skill wheel. We've taken a look at the rifle. Let's take a look at how the pistol works. So I'm going to click on pistol. Accept the challenge of the pistol. Pistols are now highlightable. I'm going to pick it up. Let's see. Maybe right click to pick up pistols. Okay, so it says equip the dual pistol. So I'm going to hit I. Oh, it looks like it changed out my starting equipment as well. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like every time I want to practice, I'll just have to equip all this stuff. That probably means that the talismans they give you support that particular weapon system. So you're not going to get a bunch of talismans for magic when you want to be a pistol user. Very cool. And then Don Solo says, speaking of Highlander, that would be a perfect MMO. Yeah. That would be a really... yeah, my wife was like, there could be only one. At some point, there'd only be one player. I can see it. That would be a very cool MMO. That's like the ultimate PvP MMO right there. You make that with modern day like this, have everybody use swords or some kind of decapitating weapon, and then the permadeath system. And you know, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, how would you enforce there could be only one and they had to fight to the death? So you'd make it so that once your character died, they canceled your account. So that's it. You're like, well, I did enjoy the Highlander MMO until I finally got ganked. So that would be interesting. I wonder how they could make that work out. Alright, so let's see pistols. Ah, look, cool. She does have 2 pistols. Let's get close enough to shoot something. I definitely got to get a lot closer than the rifle. Now the recharge on the pistol goes pretty quick, so I can just tap it, build up my resources, and then... She just did a bullet curve. Did you see that? She just did a wanted bullet curve. Look! Oh man! And the skill is even called wanted. I gotta show my wife. Watch this. Okay, so I'm building up. Now watch her. I just pulled an Angelina Jolie. How cool was that? And the skill is even called wanted. Okay, well anyway, there's pistols. Alright, so we got pistols, we've got assault rifles. Let's just do another rundown over here. Now I see chaos and I see elemental focus. This says blood focus, but there's no clicky. So I'm thinking maybe that will come later. So let's do chaos focus and see what that does. Chaos is a volatile magic that can turn the fortune of the battlefield and create weapons out of thought. Create weapons out of thought. Alright, so let's take that. New mission. Accepting this mission will pause. Oh, apparently I didn't finish. Hold on, I didn't finish my pistol training. Let me go back. Let it not be said that I am not completing missions. That's terrible. Target a demon. Okay, there, I just targeted it. Use the business. Okay, that skill is called the business. Now it says use wanted. Alright. And I got me some AP points. Alright, cool. Oh, which means I don't think I properly completed the assault rifle mission. Oh, no, it's checked. I did. Alright, so let's come over here. Let's take a look at chaos focus. Alright. And there's... Now, I have no idea. Like, what is the heck is that? It looks like a little hand shield or something. So we'll take it. And we'll equip it. Yeah, it's like a little shield on her back. I got me some hand-to-hand there. Okay. So now I've got a skill called Hand of Change. So it says equip the chaos focus and target a practice demon. Done. Use Hand of Change on the practice demon. So it's not highlight. I gotta get... Yeah, it's a hand-to-hand, so I gotta get close. I hit, and then use my Call it Eris. Underwhelming. I'm not impressed by that. That might turn out to be like a super powerful chaos magic. It didn't look very cool. So let's try elemental focus. Elementalism. And I picked that up. So now it says equip it. There's all my talismans. And then we're back to the same thing. So equip it and then target a demon. Targeted. Shock the demon. Okay, now see that looks cool, and it's got a little distance to it. And then it says use combust. Well, I had to admit that the particles for the spells, they do look pretty darn cool. Now the only problem I have with this is it just seems like it takes forever to cast. But that's just me. I like speed. I want fast. Pistol so far was the fastest. You just cack. Machine gun, that still took a couple seconds to fire up, but pistols seem pretty quick. Alright, so let's take a look at the hand-to-hand stuff here. Fist weapons. I haven't always been a big fan of melee when I have like a gun available, but we'll check it out. And you know, I don't want to look like Wolverine or anything, but that's kind of... I admit those are kind of cool. So let me target somebody. Okay, so my first skill is the Hog Wild. So let's target the demon and Hog Wild. Well, they're fast. And it says use... Oh, Hog Wild is that. There's Hog Wild. Now use Claw. Effective to 5 AM. So Hog Wild is kind of a melee area of effect. Alright, sorry there, demon. Alright, so that's kind of neat. Let's take a look at a hammer. Now, a hammer I definitely am not interested in. I'm looking at the hammer, and it makes me think of Japanese cartoon where they pull like big hammers out of their backpacks and stuff. Or the Man of Steel version of Superman, where he's got the hammer. Steel, I think is his name. Just plain old Steel. Alright, so I target the demon. Okay, use Hell to pay. What are my 2 skills? There's Smash and then Hell to pay. So Hell to pay. Take that. And then smash it. Yeah, I'm not feeling the love on that one. Then we've got blades. Now you can never go wrong with a smexy katana. So let's pick that up. Maybe. If it lets me. It doesn't want me to. There it goes. Alright, let's equip it. Alright, let's just take a peek. Alright, now look. That's pretty cool. See, now we're talking Highlander right there. Now we're talking some Highlander. I don't think she hides that in her trench coat, but you know, that's how I envision it when I'm not using it. It's like hidden up in my trench coat or something. Alright, so let's target a demon. It says for me to use Balanced Blade. So which one? Balanced Blade. And then Delicate Strike. Well, I tell you what, if I was going to go with a melee weapon, it'd be a toss-up between the claws, knuckle spikes, and the blade. Alright, so this guy says, choose a weapon and test your skills, then exit the crucible and return to Sonic's office. So we are at that point. I already did shotgun in the subway, so I'm not too concerned about shotgun. I wasn't too impressed. Alright, so we've got a couple folks here that are in the pug pen with us. So I tell you what. What should I go with? I'll leave that up to you guys since we're beta weekend. Who knows how long this person will live. What would you like to see me use to battle the forces of evil? And we'll see what you all put in the chat and we'll go with that. I'll let you guys decide what should be her specialty. I've got assault rifle, pistol, shotgun, the claws, blade, weapon, the hammer, or elemental magic or chaos magic. So I'll let you all choose. Don Solo says, gotta go with the Highlander sword. Alright, so that's at least one vote for Highlander sword. Let's give a couple seconds here for anyone else to chime in. Don Solo says, I'm just in a Highlander mood now. I knew, I kind of feel like that. The way she's got that. It just makes me think, you know. Now I've got the opening credit song, you know. Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. Okay. I'm thinking that might be what we go with. I'm just giving it like one last chance. Yeah, Obram says I normally lean toward range, but the sword is cool looking too. So that's 2. My wife says sword. I think we have it. She says shiny hotness. So, alright, we're going to go with sword. So let's leave. Now, as you can see, my quest automatically advanced. I didn't have to talk to anybody. That's good. I love that kind of quest system. I'm so tired of the typical, you talk to the guy, he gives you a quest, you go do it, you return to him. I kind of like these kind of quests that are open-ended like Guild Wars 2. You just kind of arrive in an area, get you a task. Yes, some people can still talk to you and give you a quest, but you don't have to return to them for each step of the quest. It advances as you complete goals. I like that. So we're going to go with the sword exit. Let's go back. Yes. We are finalized. Well, I see some assault rifles were popular. Okay, I gotta return that guy's office. That's right here.
Yes?
I'm back.
The time has come to discuss your upcoming excursion to the colonies. I'm afraid it's
That's
business,
cute.
not pleasure.
The British still call us the
Recently,
colonies.
a small island community
Makes
on
me
the New
giggle.
England coast dropped off the map. You can disregard the ties.
I see Don Solo says, haven't really kept up with this game, but I don't see any bad things. So far, it looks like they're doing a great job. That's... I should be watching my story, but I'll figure it out when I get there.
You should be aware that
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I purposefully, like, all the big games, I'm not following any hype whatsoever. That way I have no false expectations when I play it. And just on first impressions, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I know my wife's like, you're speaking over the show. I know. I told him that on purpose. Yeah. She didn't hear me when I said I was doing that on purpose. On purpose. She's being a pain. She hasn't been feeling good the last couple of days, and now all of a sudden, after I got some Mountain Dew in her, her energy has come back, and now she's making up for lost time by being a pain. So,
halos are fading all over town
yeah.
now that there is so much more at stake.
Yeah.
Leave as soon as you can.
And she let her hand linger enough so that she could actually see it come on the screen. She likes to be on the TV, but she doesn't like to... Just her hand. She's the hand model of the family. The hand is pretty. She says the rest of me's not, but the hand is pretty. And Don Solo says, "Watch over your shoulder, because there can be only one." Yeah, now that I've gone the Highlander route, there. Can't tell nobody that we're Highlander. Okay, so I've got my 2 skills. I picked up some skill points. I'm not going to worry about spending skills yet, just because there's so many and I don't quite know what to do. But I have 2 points. Now the anima points, though, my big wheel, since I'm going the Highlander route, I'm going to follow their suggestions and spend points according to what I see up here. Okay, so I can't put any points there yet, but it looks like I gotta spin down here before I can unlock. Oh, wow, look, I just clicked it and it opened, but it said this cluster is locked in the beta. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow, so when I open the melee cluster, then I see all the melee related stuff. Cool. Okay, so earlier I said I didn't know what the level limits were for the game, but now I do. Right now for the beta, they're just limiting us to this first ring to fill in, which is fine, but that was cool. Alright, so then I guess I will put some points here in Blades. I'll have to put points later at another beta process, but for now I'll just build up my blades, I guess. So here it recommends for active that I get hair trigger, that'd be a pistol skill, that I get chop shop, trial by swords. Let's see here, I don't see any of those must be unlocked up here. So expose weakness, what is expose weakness? Whenever you apply impaired, you gain minor. You know, it's going to take forever to learn what all this stuff means. Blade Torrent. I'm going to buy it because it takes 1. Here's all my stuff about Blade Torrent. Builds a resource for each equipped weapon. Frenzy attack that deals 45 physical damage. And we'll buy it. Okay, got it. And I put it down there. Okay, I'm good for now. Alright, so here I move on to the next part of my mission. Go to the Eldwick Station, and it's the last part of my Templar's quest arc. Alright. Press X to toggle sprint on and off. Okay, let's sprint. And now I'm sprinting. Oh, let me look at the mini-map. Where am I going? So I have to go down here. So I'll just follow my map around. I mean, it looks like there's a path this way, but since I'm already kind of starting down the road, we'll just follow this around. Whatever. I'll get there eventually. So far that was the tutorial. That was the starting selection of my skills and initial job. Now, even though I chose Paladin as kind of the template I want to follow, that's just a suggestion if you want to follow an archetype. You can actually pick whatever you want. Okay, I'm looking at my mini-map just trying to figure out how to steer. So even though I pick sword and that's how they recommended I spend my points, I'm still free to spend the points however I want. And I think that's kind of cool. You have complete and total control over how you want to build your character. And I think that's neat. And it's just my initial guess that you could eventually train everything, so it really doesn't matter where you spend your points. But I just noticed something though as I was looking at this. It looks like some of these take different amounts of anima points to buy. So like here, this exposed weakness that I could get has 2 APs to eventually own it. So even though there's 525 abilities, I'm just wondering if they put a limit on anima points. Anima points would then restrict you to how many of those 525 abilities you could get. So that I don't know. So if you're lucky, there's no restriction, and eventually you would have everything maxed out, and you would be like the ultimate warrior. Then you could just put on whatever clothing you needed for whatever particular mission you were running. Okay, so they sent me down here. I'm in my circle. Do I want to travel to this Agartha? Apparently, yes, I do, because that's my mission. Movie time. So that is a definite yes. There are lots of cutscenes.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. By my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a
Kaigan says,
well, you've come to the right
oh,
place.
let's see. First, Don Solo says, guess that's what's going on in the cash shop. AP points unlocker or something. That could be, you know, if you hit a limit of AP, I could see them doing something like that in the actual cash shop. You know, here's either buy APs or something that allows you to have more APs if there is a limit. And then Kaigan says, I think when I finally get this, I'm going to focus on pistol, pistol ranged, and fist melee and tanking skills. Well, I'm going the Highlander route, so I'll let you know how the Highlander route goes. You let me know how pistols go. Oh, hello. Ooh, it just dropped me a bauble.
Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
Guess I'm going to New England. Alright. I always love games where you spawn right in on top of somebody, so you see like 30 people all standing on top of each other. You would think by now modern MMOs would have a way to kind of get around that, but you still end up with this weird conglomerations of people. Alright, so anyhow, running. I'm going to see if I can sprint. Avoid the pits. So here we are in the Hollow Earth. Currently, I've only got one place to travel through. All these little openings are portals to different parts of the world that allows for our instantaneous travel. And so the one I'm going to is going to take me to New England. And I'm guessing these are guardians of the Hollow Earth. I see a portal up there, but I think we were in the beta. My understanding is this is the only one that we're able to go to right now. So we'll unlock other areas later. And let's go in. Alright, so we have actually made it into an operational area. So everything we've done up to this point has been kind of the safe zone, training, introduction to the game, and now we're actually going into an operational area. Because we only have access to Templar, I don't know if this is going to be the same starting area for Dragons and Illuminati as well. If Age of Conan holds true to this, all factions will be here. Because in the Conan, even though you pick different races, you all had the same starting zone, and that's that Tortage Island. So to me, I could see this Kingsmouth as being kind of that Tortage Island. Everybody goes here, and then eventually, you know, all the races have their home area. Such as I've got London for the Illuminati, and then, you know, everybody shares the operational world. So we'll see. Just guesses. Guesses, because nobody has talked to me. So far this plays, I'm going to say, like the traditional MMO where unless you know people or go out and make friends, there's been no attempts at social interaction. You know, I'm not complaining, I'm just making an observation. This is your standard MMO. And another cutscene.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys. Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite beans, Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road, but just watch you don't get saddle rash from the high horse, okay? Sure, you can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with them. If I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire.
Don Solo says, Portal took you to Texas instead of New England. Yeah, he said he was making Texas beans, but he just said we're in Kingsmouth, so who knows where I'm at.
And you bring a reckoning.
Now, the only problem I have with the cutscenes so far is their one-sided conversations. I really liked the cutscenes, they're fine, but I prefer the cutscenes how they're done in Star Wars: The Old Republic, where they gave your character a voice, so it feels like you're watching conversations, not just someone, you know, kind of lecturing you. And I know a couple of reasons why you might not do that is because, one, they don't want to put a forced voice to your character to say, hey, this is how you sound. Because if you're really into role-playing, in your mind you have how your character sounds and behaves and how you would respond. And since I don't see any like dialogue options and things like that, I guess it's their way of saying, you know, we're not going to put words in your character's mouth. But for me, it just kind of makes for one-sided conversations. Not much there for interacting with the people around you. Alright, so here we have, since everything you do to talk to people is you click on one of their icons, looks like we have text dialogues. So these possibly could give you some dialogue options. So let's just watch one. Let's see what he tells me about Solomon Island.
Too much going wrong for such a little island. But this is how it always starts. As I've borne witness more times than I care to remember.
Alright, so dialogue, but still not really a conversation. And then here's, I guess, a mission. Fistful of zombies. So Jack Boone has a zombie problem. He shoots them, but they keep coming back. Finding out more about the zombies, what makes them tick, go a long way towards solving that problem. So Tier 1, the start, it says here, Jack's camp is literally surrounded by zombies. Help him keep their numbers down. Well, let's do it.
This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One, the other,
zombie.
Figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I'm sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be. Nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.
Kingsmith dead. Kaigan says, time to get some good old zombie killing. Yep. I guess I'll do some good old zombie killing with my sword. Now, definitely makes me think, we talked about a Buffy MMO. Yeah, so Buffy dealt with all kinds of stuff, and then also made me think of Supernatural, because they get their mission, you know, their episode is go take care of a Wendigo or the lady in the lake. Well, my Supernatural mission is to use my Buffy powers to go out and kill some zombies. Let's find a group. Now, I'm looking here. Is there like a L for quest journal? I do. Nope, that's lore. Okay, but I see over here. Okay, so here's my quest tracker. Because a lot of the games, the quest tracker has like your different quests that you're doing kind of stacked on top of each other. This just displays one, but I see the kind of the two icons stacked, and if I put my mouse, this shows me both missions, and I can just kind of bring forward the one I'm working on. Right here is the Dawning of Endless Night, tier stage 1 of 18. So I'm thinking there must be 18 possibly story related arcs to Kingsmith. So that kind of makes me think of like Star Wars The Old Republic, just picking a game at random to compare. Star Wars The Old Republic has your main storyline that you progress, and then you pick up side missions along the way. So this kind of makes me think that here are 18 storylines within the Kingsmith area, and then possibly all the other side quests that you can pick up from NPCs. So possibly for the beta for the weekend, once I've done my 18 missions, I might be done with Kingsmith, and then I'll have to wait till they unlock more stuff. Just a guess. Just a guess. So now I'm going to go back to my Fistful of Zombies so I can track how many to kill. So at least I know 0 out of 6. Once I kill 6 zombies, then I'll get the next part of this particular mission. So enough lecturing. Let's go do some combat here. Target a zombie and attack. Okay, I'm just swinging. There's my area of attack. Worked pretty good. So I got a little area of attack for when the 3 of them are up. I've got my single blade attack. I didn't look at this blade torrent. It builds a resource. So I've got me another, it says like point blank area of attack. So I've actually got 2 point blank area of attack spells. So cool, let's go try it out on another group. And they recharge quick enough that I can just kind of go back and forth. And it looked like I was healing there for a second. That's interesting. Cool. I know I can just slice and dice, that's for sure. Oh, and Zergrush has joined us. Welcome to the Pug TV. Zergrush says, what kind of game is this? MMO, MMORPG, or just solo player game? It's an MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. This is the Secret World by Funcom, same company that does Age of Conan. Currently, because it's open beta weekend, I've seen a lot of people in the training area. I don't see too many people out here, but it is an MMORPG. Character stats, character development, quests, missions, achievements, all that stuff. I'm not grouped up with anybody, so I'm just kind of running around in that single player mode. But here's my I just killed my 6 zombies, so my next mission that popped up says jump on cars to trigger alarms. Alright, so we'll jump on a car to trigger an alarm. And right down the road is my quest objective. Zergrush then says, lol, I should get this and come play with you. Well, yeah, you should. Now, this is the open beta weekend, so here's the thing with this. It was only available to folks that have pre-ordered the game. So if you've pre-ordered it, then you should have access. I'm not sure if you pre-order the game now if they'll give you access, but if you can get in, yeah, come play. I love having people come and join. Alright, so it looks like this has a car alarm. Let's see what happens. Oh, I gotta jump. Spacebar jump. Car alarm. Here they come. Alright. Well, I tell you what. Sword is kind of cool. I will take it. Well, I kind of gotta take it since I'm using it now. So, but definitely looks pretty cool. She's swinging her sword. Alright, so now it says, okay, I gotta kill a total of 6 zombies that are alerted by a car alarm. Now, I don't know if a truck has a car alarm, but let's see. Nope. So we'll leave that group. What do we got down here? Okay, this guy is working this area. Okay, let me get my own car. Oh, and he just caught on fire. Oh, and he's a claw user. Oh. Car alarm. Here they come. Alright, well, I gotta kill one more zombie triggering a car alarm. Oh, here's another car. Alright, let's do it. Bonk. Oh. Bonk. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh, game just stuttered. Okay, we're good. My wife's yelling, chop their heads off, Highlander style. Well, she didn't really yell it, but she's like, chop their heads off. Alright, well, they're dead. Now it says ignite a gas can and draw zombies into the fire. Alright, so that's what that one guy was doing earlier and when he caught on fire. So here's a gas can. 3 seconds to ignite. Okay, now let's grab up a zombie or two. Hello. What do you mean out of range? She's right there. Okay, they're chasing me. Let's catch them on fire. Only one ignited. And I gotta get 6. Well, I can see why he ran through the fire. Just so we can get enough zombies to burn. Okay, and then the fire don't last long. I gotta find another gas can. That should come back. I'll just wait here. That should come back. There it is. I just gotta find enough zombies to pull down into the fire with me. Alright, let's grab some of them there zombies. Alright guys, let's see if I can jump over the fire. Nope. Hey look, but they're burning. Oh, he didn't want to burn. Alright, now I'm burning. 2 seconds. 1 second left. I didn't notice this before. I have a slashing thing and it's rebuilding. That might be how many times I can use a special ability before I'm left with just my sword attack. I'm hovering, it's not telling me about it, so I'm just guessing. Alright, anyhow. Oh, and then, oh, Kaigan says, try using the alarm as well to lure. Brilliant! Okay, so let's set this on fire. Oh, I left too soon. Alright, hold on. Okay, now check it out. That was a brilliant... Oh, I was too close. I still got burnt. Hey, but you're right, though. That ignited a few of them. That was brilliant. Too bad I was too close to it when it caught on fire. Oh, man. There you go. Perfect strategy. I'm just not the one to implement it because apparently I still messed it up. But that was brilliant. Alright, so I picked up a bone and it's got a green outline, so that probably means it's better than your standard bone. In fact, it says it has 101 health, plus 13 attack rating, and if I look down there at my stat changes, that is a better bone. So let's just say I have boned this chick. And we will equip it. Yep. Now what is this? Ambrosia. Instantly gain 5 blood resources. Yeah, who knows. And this returns me to the Agartha. Alright, well, I'm not worried about that. There's my old bone. And now I'm ready for the next step. It says examine a half-eaten corpse. So if I look around... Okay, they're just standing around. So I would assume I need to examine one that's being eaten. Now, I see this group up here. Looks like they're eating. Yep, look. They've got a corpse, so I gotta kill them. Alright, so here we go. Die. That's awesome. Just slice and dice. They're dead. Good choice on the sword, team. Oh. Hello. What's that? Oh. 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 He has a special attack. Alright, let's come back in. Well, let's see what I can do with a sword. I mean, I could use my area of attack, but that's an area of attack. So I'll probably just focus. Well, it looks like I'm healing. I went ahead and did both my fancy sword attacks. Alright, cool. Got it. Alright, I earned another anima point, and I have an achievement. I've killed 10 zombies, 25 zombies. Yay. And then I got 2 anima points now to spend. I can do expose weakness. Now that was a passive, so whenever you apply impaired, you gain the minor penetration let's see, I don't think I've got... When I do what now? When I apply impaired, I don't have impaired to buy. So let's buy Perfect Storm. I already have that one. Yep. Oh, I got Blade Torrent. Perfect Storm is passive. Blade Torrent also causes the target to become afflicted with the damage over time. Oh yeah, let's do that, since I use Blade Torrent a lot. And equip. Okay. And now I have a new passive. And building your character is just that easy. And now it says, look for survivors in Kingsmouth Town. Alright, here we go. Now here's a dead cop. He's got the little icon. That means he's got a quest. Bullets for Andy. Accept. So yep, you have side quests along the way in addition to your main campaign quest. Fine. There's his ammo. And I'm getting closer to town. There's Kingsmouth. Hello. There we go, I just afflicted him. Oh yeah, this sword's gonna be awesome. Yeah, there they are defending their little town here. And we have arrived in town. Alright, so here with my... Oh, look. Send report. Let's see what happens. Looks like I got my phone here. Send report. Good work on the report. The information regarding the reanimated dead is useful, though not particularly surprising. Jack Boone. Now there's a familiar name. He pops up in reports everywhere. The man travels far and wide and always seems to be on site before our agents. His factional allegiances are unknown, though he does not appear to be associated with either the Illuminati or the Dragon. It would pay to keep an eye on him. I get some experience. I get 2 sequins of Solomon Island, whatever that is, and I get to choose a weapon. Well, I definitely would like a better sword. I could go with pistol and then alternate between pistol and sword, but right now I'm rocking the sword. So, highlight sword and collect. Now let's take a look at that better sword. Oh well, it's not the Highlander sword anymore, but dang, that's alright though. Sword's a sword. Oh, Kaigan says, try using the alarm as well to lure. Bad pun. Yeah. I'll agree with you. That was a bad pun. I don't know why I didn't read that earlier. Alright. So here I am in the sheriff's office. It says I just saw a pop-up. It said I could now do PvP, and then there was some other thing that popped up, and now I'm seeing all kinds of icons that I can click on. Missing persons list, a complaint form, and then the sheriff has a few things for me to do. This doctor over here, and I got people standing around. Let's see. He's got nothing. I think that's another player. Oh, okay, so that was neat. I just thought about it. When I was turning in the quest, that was my quest turn in. Like, I used my PDA to phone in my quest. Hey, here's all the information I gathered, and I completed my mission right then and there. Because now I'm back down to just 2. Bullets for Andy and my Kingsmouth one. Let's switch over there. Which I still have to do some main quests. And then the bullets for Andy. And then Kaigan says, well, at least it's something to beat things down with. Yeah, the sword, it doesn't even look sharp. It just looks like a big, thick piece of steel. So, and I don't even know how to get out of combat mode. I don't even know. There it is. Age of Conan, it uses your tilde key. Same here. See, I was a long time Age of Conan player, so a lot of this stuff is kind of similar. Which is cool, because it's done by the same company. So I can draw it out, put it away. Does she have a camera? Oh, I just got close enough. It triggered a story.
Heck if I know where you folks keep coming from. But anyone who walks through that door alive pretty much gets my amnesty. Something in your past colors you sourly to a badge, I'd ask you to call it quits in return. We agreeable? Well then. I'm Sheriff Bannerman, and this down-home little state of emergency is what's left of my jurisdiction. Sure, we tried to hold as much of the town as we could at first. More out of nostalgia than any civil defense plan. I won't tell you Kingsmouth was a slice of heaven in a snow globe, but it was ours. Now it ain't. There was always something running under in this town. Maybe what's spilled out now.